How did
Streaming.
you break it so bad?
I am then self-taught. What did you expect?
I'm self-taught too! SMH,
Hold on.
right?
It started. Alright. Can you guys hear Fondas?
Hello, I'm gonna start saying slurs for real now.
Hold on. Speak.
Hello, hello. Welcome to your new summer
Okay,
job.
I think your audio is pretty balanced now. Okay.
Yeah.
Why is it okay? Can you guys
gonna be
see
here.
/ hear the stream?
You might need to do another cheeky ping.
No.
I mean, the link there isn't going to be the actual stream, though.
Alright, you're right. Guys, if you actually, no, if you don't, you don't know what happened.
If you enjoyed that stream, smash that like button.
No. If you don't know what happened in the last like 3 minutes, I was wondering. I started the stream again, and I was wondering why it just did not start, and I was like there for 2 whole minutes, and oh, it's private. Wonder why. Give it up for me.
You're really bad at PvP, by the way. Can I just say?
Logan just left the server. Fuck you, Logan. Channel thing. I don't care what people are gonna think of me. You can leave all you want. I'm gonna stream. Stream to even better.
Wait, was that the person who was in the server talking about? Oh wait, that's the person. Oh, perfect. I can explain what the hell happened.
Yes, stream to. It's
okay. So you're wondering what happened with the whole build application thing or whatever you were talking about, right? I wasn't there for that. I can give an explanation probably because so fun fact, that's not our build. That's our friend's build. I'm friends with Genji and Luigi. UTMC is Luigi's Undertale build, where it's the Undertale Minecraft but made with commands and stuff, so it's the entire functioning game. That's not our project, but yeah, I don't know when you sent an application in, but the UTMC is sort of been put on like permanent hiatus or like a long hiatus for a while. So if you did an application or something within the last 6 months to a year or something, there's a high chance they didn't accept it because they didn't want to make anyone waste their time, and they're still sort of uncertain about how they were gonna like, you know, go with the whole thing, because yeah, they're not gonna go and accept applications. I'm really bad at a bow.
hold on. Is the stream actually going? Yes, it's going. Why is it not showing up on my page? I hate YouTube.
It showed up for me. Oh yeah, it showed up for me.
How? How did I get kicked
I've
out
got a
of
random person in my duels. Do you believe I can win?
How did I? Yes. Wait, and never mind. It's Hypixel.
I can't win. Take it back. Take it back. I can win if you don't believe in me.
Bro, 2023, really? 2 years ago.
It was like, oh, yeah. I didn't even know him at that point, but I mean, it was probably in the same sort of boat. Because as far as I can't speak for them because I'm not them. Oh, the deal didn't work. Wait, was that the door you were trying? Oh, you were trying to sumo. Oops.
Oh, what? Why did you become
It didn't work. It didn't work.
Hold on, I gotta change the title.
I can't even stick around for long.
I mean,
I'm immediately procrastinating.
I gotta go in like, I don't know, 15 minutes probably.
But yeah, Joe, wait. No, I don't wanna. Oh my god. Hi, Pixel, I'm gonna kill you.
No! Who is Jackson Cook?
I don't know, but they're not me.
Anyways.
Oh, hi. Yeah, so the builder thing,
I
I don't know,
it's
because
so
that's not my project. But I imagine the person didn't get back to you because, one, the whole fate of the server was either getting revamped or they were still discussing how things were going to go. I know at that point, September 2023. Yeah, because it's been in that sort of boat for a while. So, yeah, there's a high chance they just didn't want to properly accept or that because they weren't entirely sure it would be pointful. Does that make sense? I can tell you it wasn't out of being rude. They normally try to be as polite as possible when it comes to that. I thought you were a PvPer, Mr. Dance of Dog.
I'm not. I mean, I am, but you're better than me.
I'm a builder! Sorry, I'm making fun of you. I'm being mean.
Okay, I changed the title.
All being mean is with love, I swear.
I don't want a rematch on this fuck-ass game mode.
Why didn't he just say it then? I don't know, I'm not Genji.
Hold on. Dual font.
Maybe there was just too many DMs. Maybe they just accidentally press ignore. Because if you press a button, suddenly the DM's gone. Like, I don't know. There could have been a million different things happening in their life. I know at some point Genji, I think there was a point Genji was, like, away for a few months or something. I don't know. But again, it's not... Oh, you can't make me do bows! I specifically said I was bad at them. That's so fucked up.
Casual.
Wait, I've got a struck.
The game mode was chosen casually.
I've got a strat, don't worry. I've got an idea.
And okay, the particles.
I'm so bad at this game.
Oh.
Oh. Ooh. I mean, easy, SMH. I mean, you don't need to send screenshots. Like, things happen. It's not.
Also because I don't want to maybe try to make the thing. How
like, it's nothing serious.
Yeah, it's not that it's nothing serious. It's just that it happened 1.5 years ago.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it sucks. I'm sorry you didn't get a response, but no one knows what situation they were in at the time. Like, it just sometimes things just happen. It's not. I wouldn't imagine you just got flat out rejected or anything. They're not like that, so I wouldn't take it personally or anything. You know. Oh.
Also because maybe they're, as you said, like on this big hiatus, or if it was some like ongoing project, maybe they were just not searching for builders.
Yeah, or it literally could be so many things.
What you were just right on one thing though. Maybe it would be why sleep on.
L. Wow, why would you jump off the cliff like that? That's so weird.
because I enable this thing on like Mac, and I tell myself, yo, go to bed. You gotta wake up at like 6 a.m. and it's useless because I always just disable it.
Oh, you're using a sword? That's not how bridges work. We're to beat each other to death with our fists.
As I was saying, you were right on one thing, that maybe a little more communication would have been better on their side.
Yeah, no, more communication it would have been better for sure.
But like, still, if that didn't happen, you cannot just take a guess of what they were thinking or what they did or the reason they did it.
Yeah, like that.
Just
that is not a good mentality to have when these situations happen, because you never know.
Maybe you build the whole scene in your mind, and maybe it's just not like that. You get used to that idea, maybe of them not accepting you or just ghosting you.
It's also it's just that sort of mindset which is like how rumors sort of start. It's not productive. You know?
Yeah, and
like
then people get framed for things they didn't do.
yeah, and it's like it could be a number of things, but ultimately you don't really know.
And this can happen in unserious situations, which this is what I consider as, and very serious situations. I've heard of like people getting accused of, you know, I cannot really say it on stream, but a pretty bad crime, and then they just didn't do it.
Still ignoring me. No, you don't understand. Like
They're they're just offline. They probably even forgot about it.
yeah, and also Discord, as we all know, is really dumb in how it works sometimes. Like if you close out of a DM that you're not friends with, you cannot get that back. You cannot go message that person or anything. Like it's not.
Unless
this
you
isn't to
like
say
share a
go
server or
harass.
something.
Yeah, and it's not. I wouldn't go harass them because again, the project as of now anyway is on hiatus and or might not even be coming back. So it's not like they might have known that way more in advance than I ever did, and that's why they didn't. Obviously, they should have communicated that, but as far as I'm aware, they didn't even know, which is why they held off from it for so long.
Yeah, and apart from that, they probably just, I mean, no offense, obviously, but they probably do not wake up in the morning every day and say, yo, I'm gonna ghost Leoser today. They probably just even forgot about it.
Yeah, that's also like
Nor do they
UTMC is relatively like they're just people. They're just guys. Like it's a small It's not like a big business like run project. It's a project run by a group of friends.
Yeah, but
Ultimately, you know, like
if you think about it, like everything is just a group of people.
yeah.
I mean, I probably said something really stupid and obvious, but I said it with a deeper meaning behind it. Like even like big ass projects, like I don't know, that how it's called, Undertale Plus.
Yeah.
Even that is just, you know, people working on it because they like it, whether they get paid or not.
Even that, some of the same people are working on that. Like there's multiple different. There's so much going on.
It's
Right? Like
Luigi. I think
right?
Luigi is there. He's like the main
Luigi
developer.
is the developer of Undertale Plus, and he is also the maker of Undertale. Is also the developer of UTMC. So you can imagine how
What a
difficult
legend.
that is to balance. Oh yeah, he's the absolute goat, but like, yeah, random messages
Okay,
so
what was
easy to
that?
just get lost. It's called being better at the game.
You heard him, right? Okay. Okay, no, 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 no. I'm completely fine with that.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I really cannot understand about Undertale Plus is that they say they enabled 60 FPS support, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, are you like a little bit familiar with Game Maker?
A little bit, not entirely.
Okay, so I'm making with some friends this Undertale demo remastered, right?
Uh-huh.
And we've been trying to figure out how to enable 60 FPS, but it's impossible. Because how do I explain
In what
this?
way?
I'm gonna try to explain this the best way I can. Frisk's Undertale speed is 3, right? Like the X speed is 3 because at 30 FPS, but Game Maker is stupid as shit, and the game speed, it works based on FPS. So if at 30 FPS, which is just Undertale,
Hi.
if Frisk speed at 30 FPS is 3, if I set the FPS to 60, it's gonna be Frisk's gonna be like 2 times faster.
I mean, you just change how it's getting done.
And you're probably gonna, yeah. I mean, I don't know, because you're probably gonna say, yeah, just if the speed
Like you
gets
can
stuck.
change what is getting affected by other things. I know that for a fact.
How? Like if you
Especially sprite speeds. Like that can get changed by so many different things.
yeah, but what happens is that I mean my theory is that
I mean,
since
you could just straight up ask.
I tried to, no one responded. They
I
just
could straight up ask.
they just I asked in the like technical channel or something. They just said a lot of work.
If it eases your mind, I could ask Luigi and just let you know.
I don't want to steal their work. I just
No,
that
you
wouldn't
know,
be
I'm not
fair.
gonna. No, from the sounds of it, you're just curious as to how.
Hmm. Because
Like
what
there's
happens?
no harm in that.
Okay, what basically what I'm gonna try to explain it. What happens is that frisk speed is right now in our engine is it's just regular Undertale, 30
Yeah.
FPS and speed 3. But when we put 60 FPS, the speed just doubles because the FPS is double as 30, right?
Mm.
And the speed is still 3, so it's double the speed. So you would probably just say, yeah, if you put 60 FPS, just put this frisk speed to 1.5, which is the alpha 3, so it just gets, cancelled out, right?
Well, no, because if you increase the speed, it will change how fast the player's moving, even if the visual, like, I don't know, that doesn't add up to me.
No, okay, so if if frisk is like regular speed of at 30 FPS and 3 speed 3,
Uh-huh.
and game maker's logic is based on FPS. So if you double the FPS, you double all the speed in the game. Like in how to explain this? 3 gets multiplied by 30 with 30 FPS. If you multiply 3 by 60, which is a double, you're gonna get double the result. So it's double the speed. So you're just gonna say, if you double something, just divide the other thing by 2. No, because if you put the speed at 1.5, what basically everything the speed is basically just how many pixels Frisk is moving. And if you move Frisk by 1.5 pixels, Frisk is gonna be like in between pixels. And what does this cause? It's hell. Frisk just bugs out. There's a visual glitch, which is just horrifying.
And there's no other way to do it?
I have no idea. I've been trying to figure it out for months. We've been trying to figure it out for months.
I mean, a lot of people have done it.
Not
As
us.
far as I'm aware.
Like, if you want, I can show you.
I don't have time for that, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I should not be here right now. You streaming and being on Joe's is the perfect. I'm gonna procrastinate even more.
The king of procrastination attracts procrastination to him.
Yeah.
You do not understand how much I procrastinate. Okay, you won.
I do. I absolutely do. Have you seen the project we're working on?
Well, you had to release the build, like 2 months ago? No,
Yeah,
no,
the only reason we did that is because we're an under event. You think that would have came out at that speed if we weren't an under event? No. We wouldn't have any of Hotland. We built the entirety of what you see in Hotland. That was built because we're an under event, not because we just did that quickly.
So, realistically, when would have...
Well, there would have been a world download. It wouldn't be nearly the same scale. Still.
So you would have just... You just would have not done it?
No, Hotline wouldn't be there. Simple. We would have chosen to work on something else so that we could get out for a world download.
No, it was worth it. Come on, I played it like all the way through. It's really.
Aww.
I also I think I messaged you about it.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Though one thing, I saw both like versions of Waterfall, if I'm not wrong. There were like two versions of Waterfall.
Like the two palettes.
Yeah, like one it's more swampy.
Yeah, and
And
then the other one's
while
blue.
I think it was a really good interpretation, though the warden blocks are just perfect for Waterfall. Like
No,
they
exactly.
I
So
think
let me give a little explanation for everyone if they're curious as to why we did two different palettes. Because
hold
yeah,
on,
the blue one,
can I
that's
try to
blue
guess?
waterfall. What?
You made the swamp one before the warden came out.
Nope, that's not mine. We actually had both versions out at the same time
Oh.
because some of the blocks was actually like the mangrove and stuff. I think came out after we got the marsh palette. So no, that's not the reason why. Contrary to popular belief. The reason why is because in the game, where you see the marsh palette, which is the bright blue one, that's the only place in game that has those colors. Other than a couple walkways with grass, but the entire floor and water palette never does that get used anywhere else. So
Oh
we
my
couldn't use
god.
it anywhere else. Because one, if you do the entirety of the build like that, it's made of coal. There's no variation in the... have you used coal blocks? There's no slabs, there's no buttons, there's no stairs,
Yeah, they suck.
there's only coal blocks. The
They
only way we could detail it was with full blocks. Nightmare for caves. So, not only that, but Waterfall actually changes palettes like 3 times canonically in game.
wait, actually yes.
So, having the same palette throughout the whole thing, one, it would ruin the wow factor of the entirety of the blue palette, because while it is really cool, it would get really boring really quick if you used it everywhere. But two, the rest of Waterfall just would look wrong, because that's not how any other part of Waterfall looked. Anyway, yeah, that's my little lore dump.
That
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I just did not expect that. That is actually way cooler than I thought.
So, if any of you before you were added, how did you get? No, my build project is different to their build. I didn't become a builder. I'm a builder on like my Undertale build project completely different to theirs. We are two friend groups. We just happen to be friends because we just I don't know, we met via Luigi because Luigi and me vaguely knew of each other because wow, both of us are going insane building an Undertale map. What's not to love together? Yeah, and that's how I met Genji. So, yeah, being friends with them doesn't guarantee having a place on the build, you know? Like, we've got a bunch of friends. Like, any friend and stuff from UTMC, I wouldn't let on the Undertale build as a team member. They're my friends, sure, and they're well knowledged in the game, but they wouldn't be a builder on my team just because.
And that people is called maturity and professionalism.
Yeah, it's just being friends does not mean you are added to a team, as much as it sometimes seems
exactly.
otherwise.
I mean, I don't want to go too much into like names, and obviously this is on a like way smaller scale, but in my older server, brackets S, I've had this like person who also had this like their server and shit. They added me as we are friends. We're like kind of friends, you know. And he added me as an admin on a server. And just because we were friends, when I made the server, he like just assumed he was gonna be admin. I was like, nah, what, like why?
Yeah,
Like
like
I add an admin because I give them the role to overlook the
like
chat.
you add them because they will. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it because in some, if I say you add them because it's their skill set, it sounds like I'm undermining yourself. No, that's not just the reason why. Um, but it's the sort of I don't. If you're adding someone to a team, you're. I don't know how to describe it because it also
Again,
varies on what project. Oh. Yeah, no, I don't know how to describe it, yeah, but you wouldn't... I've got a bunch of friends. They've got a bunch of friends that want it. Like, Undertale Plus. Like, yeah, Luigi, my bestie, is literally the developer of it. He refuses to show me any of it though, because he doesn't want to spoil it, and also simply because, I'm not a programmer or anything, so I wouldn't be able to help him with anything. So,
I
yeah,
mean, if you like to maybe if you had to like show you something because maybe you were gonna help or something, maybe yes. But
yeah,
if it's just to show stuff, then it's good like that.
well,
Like even if you're friends, he has that role of developer and he has the duty to uh protect the game until it's released, right? So
yeah.
even if you're friends, he in this scenario, you're still like developer and viewer slash player.
Like, you're still the consumer of that product, even if you know the person
See,
making it.
and yes, and you're since you're like the consumer, you're just as entitled as everyone else to see or not see the game before it's released.
Yeah.
And in this case, you're
It
not.
just the only benefit you get is that you get to be more insane about it because you know the person making it and you don't get to see it. Oh, you don't. It was so funny though because Luigi, he UTMC is an absolute nightmare of a project to make because basically what Luigi had to do, he had to basically invent his own programming language to make UTMC. He had to make his own Minecraft programming language to be able to do what he did.
That's
So
that's
Undertale
insane.
Plus, to him, is basically what he wanted UTMC to be, but without any of the hassle. So when he started working on Plus, he was just like, wow, this is just like UTMC but better.
That's insane.
Which is, it's sad, but it's also really funny. Because yeah, trying to recode a whole other game in a game that doesn't have programming. Can you imagine that?
So why didn't he use like Java? Like actual question.
Well, because he wasn't making a mod. He was making a Minecraft. He was making Undertale in vanilla Minecraft.
So he just turned like Minecraft into Game Maker basically.
Yes, he had to make his own game engine thing to work with.
He's a legend. Holy shit! How can someone
I
be?
cannot state how cool this guy is.
How
And
can
then
you?
he went to work on Plus. Anyone who is a fan of Undertale Plus, yes, Sibbles is the person who is like in charge of the project. Yeah, they're the advertiser of the project. Luigi is the one developing it. He's the programmer. If you see a cool program thing, if the game is functioning well and stuff, you see something cool.
It's him.
Yeah, he made it work. Obviously, the artist made the cool visuals and stuff. Don't get me wrong.
Is he the only developer on the game? I'm really I don't know. I
When
don't
it
really
was
investigate.
made initially, yeah, I think they are trying to get more developers, but I think as far as I was aware the last time he got updated a couple months ago, anything in the game so far was programmed just by him.
Holy shit! That's like that one meme, like Luigi makes his own engine in Minecraft, refuses to elaborate, makes Undertale Plus.
Yeah, no, I don't know what's fucking wrong with him. I even there's talk of a couple additions getting added to the Undertale build if it's going to be survival and Minecraft friendly gameplay wise. Nothing like UTMC, but I have a little scheme in mind to have something interesting. I'm not going to go into detail because it might not happen, but you know, plan versus.
So you just went on a spot. Also, I don't know how this just turned from boring PvP stream on my own to a podcast.
That is the peak procrastination. You don't.
Oh my god, we procrastinated this much that I forgot to tell my story about procrastination.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna make it real quick because we have to procrastinate more. And basically, like what was it, like a couple years ago? Oh no, it was 2 weeks ago. Never mind. I had to study like for this big extra exam for like final year and shit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you know, I there were like 200 pages or some shit. When did I start studying? You're gonna ask. Just take a guess.
The
Like
day before.
like don't even take the procrastination like don't even consider it. Just act as if I was a normal person.
Uh, I don't know, but I cannot fathom a normal person because I am not one. Okay, I went to college and I finished the final assignment and I stayed up. I did 2 all-nighters in a row to finish it because I did the entire project in that I couldn't, and even that I was still late to class because I had to get to college and then present the project. It was such a bulky task though that
You were like a
it
walking
ended up just
zombie.
requiring 2 days. No, I think after that I just permanently broke anything sleep-wise. It's not been the same since.
You just broke your body.
Yeah, no, don't recommend it. But how do you sleep, right? You go do this thing. You realize you've only done half your project, and it's due tomorrow, or you just fail. Like, what are you gonna do? Go to sleep? Even if you
Nah, nah.
wanted to, you wouldn't be able to.
Honestly, I cannot. I'm still like in the studying part of my life, but I cannot. I'm so like bad at it that I cannot even consider, starting to study if like the pressure isn't on my ass. Like it has to be due next hour for me
Yeah,
to start doing it.
no, I'm the exact same. It's why under event, and even then, don't get me wrong, I procrastinated anyway on under event as well. Not as bad because otherwise it wouldn't get done, but like again, it needed the outside force of the concept of thousands of people and the directors of under event to get me to do some work. Like I get it.
That's the amount of procrastination you have in your system is just written on your DNA in your DNA.
Well, okay, maybe you're right, Mr. Dance, right? I think this might be a case of this is an Undertale fan moment. There is a mutual thing between every single one of this. And I can tell you for a fact Luigi is also just as bad.
Then we're all good. I'm not gonna be ashamed.
Well, no, be ashamed. But it's normal.
What is under event? It's like a. It's
I can
this.
summarize it really well.
It's like an event, but it's under.
You're such a loser, eh? So imagine, like, get 20 or 30 of some of the, I wouldn't say bigger, but, like, some of the higher quality projects in the
The ones
Undertale
that are not
community,
like
right?
Sans Face 45.
Yeah, because anyone can make an Undertale fan game, but there's some that just stand out, development-wise and stuff, right? Under Event is basically, what if we basically did a fan-made Nintendo Direct, but for Undertale fan games, but we also include animations in between. Like, it's an
And
animated
comics.
story as well as a showcase. So there's, like, in the last Under Event, there was, like, 20 minutes worth of just animation. It's not just budget animation or anything. It's, like, this is an animated series at this point, as well as a showcase of all the fan projects. It's a massive deal. I think there's like over 100 team members or something.
I wouldn't be surprised to be honest. I mean I wouldn't be surprised, but I would be surprised because that would be
Channel link, let me
way
do
too
that.
little for that quality. No.
And the good thing is, I recommend watching the past ones, but I can tell you for a fact that 2024 is the best one because it was the most recent one.
And also 2024 in like uh how do you say it? Quote unquote. Are you alive?
Bro, killing me when I'm talking to your chat. That's such a BM move.
I am punishing you for entertaining my chat.
How dare you? You should. I'm not gonna be mean. I'm not gonna say anything violent. However, I think you see that bridge over there and just go over it. You should walk over a bridge, but miss.
You should peacefully dive out of a
You should
bridge.
peacefully dive into a pile of rock.
You should peacefully dive without the V.
Oh.
Peacefully,
How can you
no,
see the chat
peacefully,
when you're
peacefully,
not in the
peacefully.
stream?
Oh, we also.
Those creations is me. Context.
Oh,
I forget
anyways,
my
I'm gonna try finishing my story. I started studying it was like 2 weeks ago, so it was like, yeah, April 1st. So just the date can portray my seriousness about the project and the chapters.
Uh-huh.
And it was like April 1st, and the pages and all this shit was like the exam was on April 2nd. I'm not wrong, or it was something like that. You know, it was April 1st, and it was just a day, and it was for the next day. I don't remember the exact date. And basically, I started studying on the same day technically, because it was like midnight. So I started studying at like midnight, 1 a.m. or something like that.
I can't even judge you. I'm like, yeah.
No, you can judge me. They were like 200 pages worth of chapters.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna judge you, but I'm a hypocrite.
Why am I using my fists?
See, I've been trying to use my fist because I think it's funny, and then you whip out a sword, and then when you whip out a fist, I'm using a sword. How dare you?
I'm gonna whip out a pickaxe.
Well,
and
no,
lose.
I like a block.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, I could probably see how many team members is in under event, just based on the member list. Hang on. Let me do some calculating. Oh god, I can't calculate that.
What?
That's wait, maybe I can. Maybe I can. Let me cook. Let me cook. Do 45 plus
No!
78.
I fucked up.
There's over 100. I know that. There's over 100 people.
Yeah, and
roughly.
that makes sense.
I think yeah. So it's crazy high quality. I've never seen anything more high quality. Like even animated shows have like sometimes less good animation than this fucking thing. It's insane.
No, the thing that surprises me the most is that imagine all these people that love this singular game got together, you know, came together to make this. And not only that, 9 years after the game got published. 9.
Oh yeah.
Like this game is gonna be 10 years old in how much? April,
It's
in 5 months this game is gonna turn 10.
I don't want to hear that. That's really freaky.
And people are still, and like the fandom is maybe not as live as ever, but still it's surely not dead. Wait,
yeah, the thing is, people compare the Undertale fandom to being dead with Undertale when it just released and wasn't so good. You can't do that. You're never going to be able to compare that. However, Undertale is still one of the biggest fandoms, despite the fact it's been a decade. Like that's insane.
Alongside FNAF
and Deltarune.
I mean, Deltarune is just on. I think they're just one big fandom. I think
you say that, but
I wouldn't
on the Undertale build hasn't played or watched Deltarune.
I wouldn't really, you know, I understand that people call them separate fandoms, but I think
they're not. No, they are the same fandom.
Yeah, but still, I think it's not just like Undertale fandom Deltarune. I think it's just Toby Fox Games fandom.
Yeah, it's the Toby Fox fandom.
Basically, yes. since most of them probably know about the Earthbound hack and Homestuck and basically everything Toby did. Because if you're an Undertale fan, you're obsessed with it. You
Yeah.
cannot be an Undertale fan and not be obsessed with it. So you become obsessed with Toby and you just go research. So you know, I don't know how much, I don't know, has there Toby has.
Could
Could they? Wait,
could
could
my
my?
instrumentals make it into Undertale? No,
No, no, not it.
because one, uh,
And it's not
straight
because
up,
they're. Sorry, go.
um, team applications for the final Undervent are closed. It's done. That there's no more applications for the team to make things. So that's and the next Under event's the final one because the story's gonna wrap up. So that that's Under event. It's as simple as that, really.
And it's also not because like it's yours or because they're not good enough. Like even I don't know mine or even like people like Rissi, they would not get in. Because like what are you gonna do? Just play the instrumental. Hey, okay, now we got the coolest fan game ever made, and now we got this remix. Yeah, but like they're not gonna do that. Like it would be
To be fair, so
underwhelming.
yeah, Under event they sort of just look for the quality and sort of rep. Like what's important to have when applying is just very simple, like very easy to follow example of what you can do. Really, like any sort of job thing.
Would they have gotten in? No. I'm gonna say that like it's no, probably not because
To be fair, yeah, even like really talented people don't get in just for a couple factors. Uh, it wasn't like completely out of the possibility. I don't know what you do, right? But yeah,
like
it's not happening simply because
what he does is
they're done.
basically the same thing as me.
How would you not get in?
What?
How would you not be able to?
What? Like what are they gonna do? Just show you the instrumental?
I mean, you compose music. What's wrong about that?
I mean, they Honor Event just shows like fan games, animated maybe shows,
Oh, I thought you
comics.
meant be one of the team members, like
Oh no 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 no
making the soundtrack.
no! Leo is talking about actually like getting in. I
Oh,
don't.
right, yeah, no, that's just making occasional like making music for that isn't like a project. That's just like
Yeah, we're just slaves.
that. I don't know how to describe it because they are projects, but they're like mini projects. It's not like a
No,
long term
they're
big.
just they're just it's how do I say it in English? I have the perfect word in Italian. Hold on. And this is probably not the world. And in itself, is this how you say it?
How did you say what?
Uh, it's just nothing. Like it's a song and that's it.
As a
How
background, yeah, that's what I thought. I figured it was a team member soundtrack. That might have been possible.
as a
For
background?
Dance of
Oh no,
Dog, you.
sorry, he meant like a background track. I'm playing. I'm doing this shit on Minecraft. I'm
Hey, that's not stopping me from talking your chat. Bad excuse, bad streamer estimate. Yeah, no. Maybe if team applications were still open, it would have been maybe a possibility. But there was hundreds of applications, so it was a slim chance anyway.
like you
But
have.
that's never. Hypothetically, if there was another under, there isn't going to be. This isn't a foreshadowing. Don't read it. I'm just saying a literal hypothetical. It's always worth a shot applying for things. Because even if you don't get accepted, when you apply to something, you're trying to present yourself at your best, and it's always such a great way to improve your stuff. Even if you don't get in somewhere, you spent the time refining your skills, even in that brief moment, and it really helps in the long run.
A friend of mine taught me something that I will remember for the rest of my life, which is don't miss chances. Never. For example, here applications. If you don't apply, maybe if there's something you would like to do, maybe be a team member of this of that. If you don't apply, you have zero chances of getting in.
Yeah, like it's always a shot in the dark, but you're
If you,
still shooting.
exactly. If you don't apply, you have zero chance of getting in because you don't apply. If you do apply,
Like 1% chance is better than 0, always.
maybe it could be 50, maybe it could be 100. You don't know, but still, 100%. It's still. I mean, I should have not used it. I should have not used it.
100% is still better than 0. Thank you for the wise
Like,
words.
I mean, I mean, at least you got what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's the important thing. Like, if you apply, or at least take your chance, it's gonna. It's surely gonna be still. The chances are still gonna be higher than 0.
Yeah. I just saw your stream title. Wow, that's kind of cringe of you. Yikes. What Bed Wars level are you?
Bed Wars. I don't play Bed Wars here.
Oh, good. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
You think I play Bed Wars with 130 ms?
I have the same ping.
Do you have an under 29? Or
We're like in a roughly. We're like an hour apart time zone wise. We're both not from the.
yeah, I know, but what's your ping like precisely?
I can't see the precise one. It used to be 130. I can hover over the server actually. Oh, we're up to 110. How low?
Disgusting. 110.
Sorry,
I
I
have
lied. There's a 20 ping difference.
disgusting. Really and unacceptable.
I'm so sorry.
Unfair advantage. Ban this person.
How can you read the chat when you're not in the stream? What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Did you just no? It's pending. He did not accept my request. It's been like that for like 6 months.
I'm reading the chat because I am in stream. I have the stream open. Hi, I'll say hi in chat.
Biggest discovery since America. 1492.
Is that the actual year?
I think so. Yes, pretty sure. Yes, it's
You're
it.
gonna be, I'm gonna be very proud of you if this is true.
1492.
Damn, why did you just know that?
It's actually pretty common knowledge here. I don't.
Well, I'm a bit of a loser when it comes to knowledge. Fun fact about me.
What year did the Roman Empire fall?
I don't know anything.
476. Look it up.
You're a nerd. Sorry. I wanna clarify. You know how we're like, this is gonna be a short discussion. It's been an hour.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Procrastination sucks, but I love it so much.
I literally don't have time to be doing this.
It's midnight. I gotta be awake. I gotta be standing
You were
up
like, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream in 15 minutes, like half an hour ago. Or 45 minutes.
No, it was 45 minutes. I had to go half an hour ago. I gotta be awake, standing up and alert in 6 hours. I don't know.
I'm not gonna fuel your procrastination. Go sleep. I'm leaving the call. Bye bye.
All right, goodbye. Thanks for fueling my stream. Actually, he's not here anymore, is he? No. All right, people. That's it. Thanks for joining. Good night. And Dance will be back. Goodbye.